Are you able to sign in there? See if we actually are showing up on Twitch?
Is it on now?
Should be. It says it's streaming.
Yeah, let me log on. Seems good. Your thing is over our video.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Alright,
We're
seems
just
good.
testing. If anybody's out there, tell us if we sound okay. Sumter Trash. Can you hear us? Okay, so hopefully this will work. I don't know what we're doing, how we're doing it, or anything else. This is BellNBell episode number 9. It's the first time we've talked to you, I think, since season 14 kicked off. Unfortunately, Mr. Unholy Grail will not be joining us tonight. We will get him on to a future show, so we'll look forward to that. Which just leaves you with Nathan and I. But there's lots to talk about. Lots of stuff going on in season 14. We're going to look at sort of what's happened in the league so far this season. Talk about some of the scheduling things and summertime and everything else. Go through some of the trades, the 2010 draft, which is loaded. Talk about some of the first round pick trades that have happened, and then in part 2 of the show, this episode, we're going to go through our best and worst rosters, looking at the next 5 years. Who's set up well, who's not set up well at all, and see if you fall on that list. So here we go, BellNBell episode 9. If we had a theme song, this is the time we'd play it. Since we don't, Nathan's going to sing. I'll just wait for him to sing us our theme song in.
Will not be singing today.
No? How's it going? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, it's going good. Well, I guess a couple weeks, eh?
I haven't talked to you since I saw you in Poland.
That's right.
You made it
Back in... Made it back in North America now, so... I went and played chess in the park today in Toronto. It was... I sat down. They run like tournaments on some weekends. I sat down one game, and there was like a 7-year-old girl as my opponent, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get destroyed." But I beat her, but like quite impressive. Quite impressive that a 7-year-old girl like actually was good too. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Were you trying
Anyway,
to
that's oh yeah, for sure. I thought I was gonna get crushed. Like whenever you see kids, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad." But yeah, that's. Anyway, that's what's new for me. I've done my season. I'm gonna share these standings here.
Wait, before you do that though, were her parents there?
Her mom was there. Yeah, her mom was watching her.
And was she devastated when you beat her?
No, she didn't even seem to care. That was the most impressive part. She was like playing. We're playing with a clock, and she was like, make a move and just slowly. Like she didn't seem to care. And her mom was like, after the game, was like, "Oh, like what happened? Like what went wrong?" And the girl was like telling her about it, and I was like, "Oh, how long have you been playing?" She's like, "Oh, just a year." Her mom said. I was like, "What? Like that's incredible to me." Like she was younger than Jude for sure, like probably Fern's age. Yeah. Wild, man, wild. Then there's another like Indian kid too, who was probably like 8 or something there playing.
Like how would this girl have done in one of our tournaments?
I think she'd be like low A division. Yeah, like it was like a legitimate game, man. Like it was. I thought she was gonna beat me for sure. Like she like knew what she was doing. It was yeah, like it was crazy, man. Like
was her mom yelling?
No, she seemed relatively chill. Like she was. Like the Indian guy's dad was pretty worked up when he lost, so he was clearly like fucking insane. But the mom actually seemed like a normal human. So I mean, who knows? Like yeah.
You think you got to be a bit odd to bring your kid to a park?
You've got to be, yeah, no, for sure. Like, and she's clearly gotten like lessons. Like, she knows she's good for that age, so you'd have to be like training and shit. Yeah. Anyway,
I've been coaching baseball, both Jude and Fern this year, and Jude's team is awesome. It's like real baseball. Like we have fun. and it's like competitive. Like the other coaches are getting mad and like arguing. And like we had the tournament was last weekend, and the one other coach, we had a game. There's like the umpires are kids. Like so, he's turning 9 this year. The league is like 9, 10, and some 11-year-olds. The umpires are like 12-year-olds. Like they're just small, like little kids. One behind home plate, one in the field. We have this call goes in the field. Our kids make a tag, get the kid out. Umpire in the field calls him out. This coach goes ballistic, starts yelling, and he's like, appeal. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. I don't want to like go argue with the guy, but I'm like, what do you mean appeal? Like, what is this? Like, we're not in the superior court. Like, there's no. Anyway, somehow because he was so loud and aggressive, he convinced the umpires and everybody else to like that the home plate umpire has the ability to overrule the outfield umpire. So and then the home plate umpire makes the opposite call from like God. 50 yards away, right? Like, so then everyone's all the parents on our side are getting mad and they're yelling at the coach, and then like it finally dies down, and we're kind of like just like, geez, like who cares? Like none of this matters. No, it's little kids baseball. We get to like maybe 2 innings later, another play in the field, another time his kid gets called out. He does it again. He goes crazy. He runs onto the field. One of our coaches runs out, starts yelling at him like, "You can't run on the field, man. It's not allowed." This guy's like, "Appeal." It was unbelievable. Like I just didn't even know what to do. I was like totally at a loss because I didn't want to like get involved in a big altercation with some dude, with kids, all these kids watching.
It's absurd, man. It's absurd. Oh, I used to umpire. Like, I don't know. Did you ump?
Oh yeah, I umped all the time.
You did that, yeah. So I remember parents like yelling at me. It's like I'm fucking behind the plate wearing all the gear as like a 14-year-old. Like you can't see shit behind there. You got parents coming on yelling and shit. Like what a ridiculous man. Sports are crazy for parents. Like
it just makes you wonder like what the hell's wrong with these people.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Anyway, we better stop. Sumter Trash is gonna lose it. He says, "Can we get back to the purpose of this podcast?" He does not care about kids' sports at all. Well, the standing box is up. You finished your season, so congratulations on that.
Yeah.
52 games played. I honestly didn't even know how many games we were trying to get to here. I'm at 20, and it's like I can't imagine getting 32 games in the next like week and a half or whatever the fuck we have here.
We got 4 guys that are done this season, so yeah, 52.
52 games. So you finished 663, which is what, probably pretty much your average.
Pretty standard, yeah. I mean, I feel like I had a pretty good year. I had like that slide. I think I lost 8 straight games at one point. So take that out, and I actually had a good. I don't know what happened during that stretch, but just thought I was about done with this game for a second, but.
You pulled out of it at the end after that?
I was just fine, yeah. Once I got back from the trip, I just learned how to play again. Like, it was wild. I just, like, couldn't use the goalie or something. Like, I was just giving up, like, 5 goals a game for a stretch, so... Anyway, yeah. Normal season. Feels good to be done. I don't want to have to, try to get games next week, so...
Yeah, so it's 31-14, 2-5. Is there anybody after playing the whole league that surprised you?
I mean, Pink, Sonoma, they played me during that stretch. Like, Ultra, Pink, Sonoma swept me, I think, 3 series in a row. And I want to say Crab beat me too. Like, yeah. Those are the ones that just kind of destroyed me. Like, it was ugly, but surprised me from me playing them, or the record looking at these standings.
No, forget about the standings for now. Like, is there anybody? Which players were you surprised at? Either they didn't seem good or they seemed better than what you remembered this year.
Also, yeah, just Pink and NIU stood out as they just destroyed me, both of them. So that's. I mean, I know everyone's been talking both of them up for a while, especially NIU. Like. On this podcast, I personally hadn't really seen that next level from him, and then this I kind of saw it for the first time this season. He just kicked the shit out of me, so yeah. I have a newfound respect for him now. I came around on him.
Yeah, no, he's really good. Although his rate now, like when we start to look at who's in the playoffs right now, he's not, which is
I know his record isn't even good, but
it's not good. 12-8, 1-1. Only played 22 games, so there's lots of time left. I didn't look at who he's played or whatever, but he's only plus 14. Like, he's just kind of in the middle. Like, if we let's start here. Like, who's in the playoffs right now, and just looking at winning percentage, keeping in mind that it's so hard when I've only played 20 games. Like, there's a lot of teams like that in the 20s. That it's really difficult to know because without going through who they've played and who they haven't played. Here are the playoff sort of the teams, I guess. There's kind
of who are the locks that you'd put in that?
I'm just going by winning percentage, and there's not a lot. Like, there's only so the people who are in the 700s are Thunder Bay, Hoth. Well, Hoth has only played 8 games. Who the fuck knows? And then Pink. So, it's and then there's just this huge group in the 600. So if I include all the 600 teams, here's who I have on my list: Thunder Bay, Hoth, Mary Hill, yourself, Taipei, Providence, Tegucigalpa, Highland, Sumter, LHX, South Hills. I think that's it. And maybe Woodland.
G-Lock's at 607.
Oh yeah, that's right. Woodland as well. Saguenay and Sunnyvale. So that takes us, I think, to 13 if I have that right.
Yeah.
So then you have 3 spots left, and this is the part that was kind of astounding to me. I honestly was not expecting this. These are the teams in the 500s who are the next level. So keeping in mind there'd only be room for 3 of them if this holds. You've got Pitt, Sugar Valley, Minhatrick, Sonoma, Crav, Ultra, North Bay, Hamilton, and Richfield.
Wow.
3 teams could only make the play. Like,
it's crazy, eh? It's crazy when you actually go through it. I was looking at it a bit today of like trying to project who I think's going to make it, and it's like, man, you get to 16 really quick. Like, there's going to be some good teams missing playoffs. It's going to be 3 or 4 like very good teams that are not going to make it. They probably think they're going to make it looking at their record right now.
I think so too, and like that's the part that it would take a lot of work to go through all this. Like, let's say Saguenay, like as an example, or Woodland. I've done that actually on one of the weeks when I was writing on the Hockey News. I went through Woodland's schedule. He has a lot of good teams left. Like, that's somebody that I don't expect is going to be able to keep up at 625, which is what he's at now.
Right.
And I don't know what the number is going to be, but it's going to be like high 500s to get in here.
Yeah.
So, somebody like, if you go on a 6-game losing streak at this point and you're one of those teams, you're probably not getting in. Same with Saguenay. Like, man, he's looking good because he's got 42 games played. So he's only got 10 left.
Yeah.
He's at 607, but he's got to keep up. He's got to stay above 6 for those 10 games. So if he goes 4-6 over those 10, it's going to be really tough to stay in, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he beat Saga twice last night. That was huge. I think that's like a season saver right there.
Yeah.
Massive 4 points. Yeah, I mean, his 10 games, I was looking at his schedule. It's tough. Like, he's got like good, I forget who he has exactly, but I think he's got Caden, maybe Reg. So, I mean, yeah, he's got to try to get splits in those and then sweep whoever else he plays, but I mean, he put himself in position at least. He's got 10 games left, and he's in pretty good spot. So,
well, those wins over Sagathon are massive. Like,
massive,
if he lost those 2, I would be really questioning whether he can get in. But so here's his roster. Here's his list left. He's got Caden, Mary Hill, Maryland Mike, Chalky, and me.
Yeah,
that's really tough. Like, he's gonna have to get a sweep over somebody. And probably go 5-5 out of that group, and that's really, really tough. Like, if he goes 4-6, 3-7, he's not going to make it. So that just shows how close everything is, and like, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, Chalky is like just another example. He's 12-8, 1-1. Like, that's a really good season, 591, and he's currently sitting in like 17th or something.
Yeah.
So it's just
I mean, I think it really depends as well. Of like, I think in past seasons we're used to Pitt being about, I don't know, what is your usual 800-ish?
800,
high sevens?
Yeah, 800 high sevens, and not even Pitt so much, but usually you maybe Puss, you get Red.
Well, Unholy's been up there.
You usually get 3 or 4 teams who are like close to 800. or maybe over it sometimes. And this year we don't have that yet. Although we
Right.
still could. Like Pink is at 750.
Like
Has
Caden and
lots of
Red could
games.
easily go on a run.
Red, man, his roster's bad. Well, I don't want to, but Jesus Christ, I don't know how he's going to do that. Caden could go on a run though. I expect to win a lot. Like so, there still might end up being 3 or 4 teams who get up there. But there's surprisingly some teams who you would expect to be a lot better that are not yet. Pitt being one of them. Like Pitt on the outside of the playoffs right now, after 28 games played.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like more than half his season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, I guess Pink's kind of flip flopped with him. I mean, he's looking pretty good for top 3 seed, I would say at this point.
I think so. I think
Pretty much
Pink,
locked in. No, not locked in, but like, yeah, well on his way. Definitely not locked in.
There's
but
too much left. I mean, he's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
22 games left, so if he loses, he could easily lose 7 games out of 22
Yeah,
and be
that's
right where
true.
you are. Like it's just so tight. I mean, that was my takeaway going through this. I'm like, holy shit! Like you could have a playoff field of 22 teams, and it would be, and none of these guys would be, it wouldn't be having anybody bad in there.
No, and it's like, I mean, keep like going back to the whole parody thing again. Like we talked about it before, and it's like I think it's been borne out that it's like clearly last season, this season, there's way more parity in the league. I would say there's just a huge grouping of guys that are like relatively on the same level,
Like
which is pretty cool. Like
scroll down a bit. Like who at this stage is not in that middle grouping? You know what I mean? Like Don, and I would say Jair is still kind of not quite there.
Even Jair's 9-13, which is pretty, like, that's not bad for
No, it's not
playing
bad.
against competition. No, I would say he's not there either, but he's like right on the cusp.
Couldn't download upgrades. My computer is losing it. Anyway, yeah, he's on the cusp. I mean, but he's not there. And then you've got the question of like Autobahn. I don't know what the hell to make of him. And then MN Yoda, like, he's still a level down, but he's getting better.
Yeah.
Gaelic, I think, is on tank mode right now. And then that's about it. Like there's really no, like, you know what I mean? Like when you start looking at like games that you expect to win too, it's pretty low.
No, it's slim. Like, it really is slim. Like, you can't even expect that from Jair. He's 9-13 with a -9 goal differential. Like, he's playing good.
For sure.
Yeah, you can't really expect that at all. So
And
no,
honestly,
it's I mean, this is what we wanted, and I think the league is probably has the most parity it has had out of any of the seasons. I don't know, it's got to be like close to that. I think having these bottom, I mean, Philly, Chris, Maddie, and Hines not playing is, like we're used to having those 3 pretty well guaranteed wins.
Right.
Ellis would fit right in that group too, though. It's a shame he didn't play this season. That's really too bad.
Yeah, it is. It is. He would have been right in there. So you basically have at this stage, like, flipping it around. Who is not going to make the playoffs? Like pretty much who you could predict right now. The list that I had is pretty small. Like Inglewood, I have Audubon. I think Audubon's not making the playoffs, but he could go on a run here.
He's also played a pretty tough schedule, I think, too. So he could go on a run. I mean, I guess there is no real like tough schedule at this point. You just got to win these games. Like,
that's what I mean. There's so little.
It's tough to start off 8-12 to expect to make it, but I don't think he's out of it necessarily. You sweep 2 series, you're 500. I don't know. Yeah.
But sweeping 2 series.
He probably has
is
a 25% chance at this point.
Yeah, I hear you that he's not out completely. But I'm looking through his list. So here's like this is just an example of like how tough this is. This is the teams that Audubon has to play. And so give me your like the sweep 2 series to get you back into it. You've got Jair, so maybe. You've got Wolf, you got Caden, Red, Sagathon, Gopher. And then he's got his brother, Chalky, Pink, Klein, me,
yeah,
LHX.
I mean, it's tough.
Like there really is just that's what I mean. There's no easy games. And like, so let's say he can get a sweep over Jair and a sweep over Gaelic, let's say. There's just, theoretically puts him back to 500. He's then got to run that gauntlet and somehow get up to 600.
Yeah.
It's just unlikely. He's put himself in a hole, and he's not going to get out of it, I don't think, this season. So anyway, I mean, that's just one example of a guy, but like, I think Galek is in the same spot. Minnesota's not making the playoffs, and honestly, I think by the looks of his last few games, he's happy to tank.
I mean, he played me pretty tight, and he was definitely not mailing it in. I was pretty impressed, actually. I was like, yeah, there's no chance he is. He's like, he was playing, I don't know, he was like pulling his goalie and shit. Like, he was trying some things, so.
Oh, okay, interesting.
He wasn't mailing it in for sure, which I've actually, like, that's another topic. I think, like, I don't really see anyone that is, like, openly tanking. Do you? I mean, like,
honestly,
even like
I have not
all
played.
the incentive is there this season, and I think even someone like Sutton that we talked about, like, he hasn't, you know, and he's at 524. He likely is still missing playoffs at this point, but he hasn't leaned into a full tank. So I think that's like,
Credit to him.
no, for sure, yeah, and he still has a shot to make the playoffs too. Like he's.
Yeah. No, I haven't played enough games to even know if people are tanking. The only one that jumped out to me was Gaelic, honestly, because he's lost a lot. So either, like, what are the choices here? This is like the classic, like, put somebody on the stand and ask them, okay, well, you're either tanking or you suck. Like, what's it gonna be? Because like he's lost a lot. Like what is he now? He's 10.
No, he's not usually this low for sure, but I just don't think tanks either. Like he's not really. I don't know. I think in like past seasons, he's like won the last 4 games in a season and not and like screwed it. Like I don't think he operates like that really.
Fair.
And like I know his connection shit, and he didn't play last season. Like I think it's just one of these seasons where I'm sure he's not upset that it's going down the drain, but.
Yeah,
I also don't think he'd like actively tank.
He should be really happy about the way it's going.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
But he's played 36 games. He's 10, 23, 0 and 3. Like that's lower than Jer, lower than Audubon. Like right now, he is the third lowest. He's ahead of
third. Yeah.
Yoda.
Yeah.
Third lowest. So like again, it goes to the question of like, is that the kind of player he is at this stage? Maybe missing a season. Like we've talked about that in the past too. Like. You take this time off, you just fall behind,
Well, that's what I was going to mention about LHX though. Like I played him my last series. He's as good as he was before. He's like split with Nips. I think he split with Puss. Like he's playing really good. He's almost 700 right now, and his team is shit. And he came back after like a couple years. Like it's really impressive his season that he's had.
Man, it's something else. Like honestly, so I have on my list of topics to discuss. And we can go there now, but I have it. One of my items here is LHX having the best return season ever.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. Like I can't even believe. Like looking at his roster, which is garbage.
Yeah,
for him to be almost 700 after 24 games is remarkable. I mean, after not playing for I don't even know when he was back in the league. Like it's been probably 10 seasons, maybe 8. It's been a while.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been that long. It hasn't 10 seasons he hasn't been in the league.
Ticklebus says nobody is tanking, which is why the lottery change talk recently was silly. Trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. Also, if anyone wants to try to lose 52 games, they deserve to have a better draft slot.
What lottery change?
Not sure.
Like implementing the lottery?
I don't think so. I thought Ticklebus was in favor of implementing a lottery. But I don't know. It's not clear what he's saying.
Well, this recent talk is I don't know what it even is about. I'm so confused by it. So potentially it's this.
What are you referring to?
Like the secondary lottery or something. I don't particularly understand what's going on with that.
I think if what you're talking about is coming, I think was my suggestion. If it is the case, and so what I was postulating as in just thinking about what the hell is going on is that I was thinking about what Sagathon said when he was talking to us about how he tries to finish low to get a better draft slot, and this I might be missing something about, like there might be another thing going on that I'm not. So anyway, this would just be for the issue of if people are trying to finish low in the playoffs because seeding doesn't matter so much, which frankly, in the queue is a thing. I've done it. I did it last season. I was hoping to like get 8th, and I did, or I got 7th or something, which really helped with my draft pick. And is it like something that crosses my mind from time to time? Like, it's not a bad thing for me to lose 10 games out of this season. So that was the problem that kind of I was like, maybe there's a problem here. I don't know. Like, is that why parity? Is that why we're seeing the level of parity we're seeing? Because guys are like, I'd rather finish 12th than I would then finish 2nd.
But like, who is that though? Like, who's the possibility of that? Who's doing that? Sagathon, I guess.
Well, Sagathon admitted to doing it, so that was the one who started it. And we all know that Sagathon finishes 11th, 12th, whatever, because he knows he's good enough in the playoffs to do it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just totally, this is like total speculation, but like, when I see guys like, I mean, I'm sure he's going to get pissed when I say this, but like, when I see Ticklepuss at 636, makes me think that guy's too fucking good to be at 636.
Yeah, but he doesn't have his draft pick this year, though.
He doesn't? Ticklepuss doesn't have a pick?
No, it went to Don Don in that Dowdy swap.
Oh, I
don't think people are doing this. Like, I don't think anyone is like Sagathon. I think he like just turns it on late in the season, doesn't give a shit, and like that's part of his MO. But like, I mean, you could say that about Nips, but he also doesn't have his draft pick, so he might miss the playoffs and like give it to crap, you know, like. So, like, I just don't think it's an issue at all. I don't know. Like, if people want to lose a couple games and hurt their draft slot. I mean, the other thing that would be potentially interesting is the higher seed chooses your opponent. I mean, that's been, like, talked about in other leagues. I've never actually seen it done, but...
Say that again? Oh, that's the one that what's the women's
Bill
NHL?
Simmons always...
The women's NHL does that.
Oh, I don't even know there was a women's NHL.
Or I forget what they're called. It's like a 6-team league. Like, it's kind of, I don't know.
And the high seed chooses who they want to play. And
yeah. I think it's like, I don't know exactly the details. It's not something I follow very closely. But I remember on just listening to like CBC Sports in the morning one morning, they were talking about the Ottawa team was like, I think it was Montreal who picked them to play in the first round, and then they were like, they beat them, and the coach was also being like, we had extra motivation and all
right. Like, it does add. I'm not really sure I want that, but if that was, I mean, that does give a bit more incentive for the top seeds to actually like try to get. You know, they're like, if I get the number 1 seed, I pick anyone in the bottom 8 that I want to play first round. And also, like, you know, you could have some nice videos there calling people out. Like, it could that could lead to some enjoyable series, yeah, for sure. But
that would be so funny. Like, it would be awkward. It would almost like you wouldn't want to finish first because you wouldn't want to have to be.
Yeah, and then you gotta choose your opponent, man. Like, it'd be just give the guy extra motivation.
Yeah, no, that's man.
I would rather do that than have another wheel or whatever for the top. I don't think that makes any sense, to be honest. Like, I don't like that plan at all.
To have a top 6, like, or whatever, top 14 or 16 teams go into a wheel and you just randomly get a pick from 16 to 30.
I don't know, man. I don't see it.
Yeah.
If you want to like try to win it from the 14 slot and get a higher draft pick, I just think it's harder. Like, you're away, you're going down screen. I guess it's beneficial for some people, but you're going to be playing theoretically tougher opponents every round that way.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work out like that, but yeah.
I mean, I think that the issue now is that when we talk, the more parity we have, the more it doesn't matter. Like, there's very few teams like that you would want to play in the playoffs.
But we can say, like, if we take the example of Unholy, who last year was what, the 4th or something? 3rd, 4th, 5th? Something
like that. 4th or 5th, I think.
And let's say he was doing that to go at a lower seed or whatever. Like, he might find himself in this position and not even make playoffs, you know what I mean? Or, like, if Nips is trying that, for example, if he had his draft pick. Like, there's a way to do that, and then you just, like, because there's so much parity now, you lose a couple games, or Sagathon last night to G-Lock, you know what I mean? Like, you can easily just kind of like fall out. I think it's a risky move with how close things are. No, maybe at the end of the year, if you have 4 games left, then maybe you can just throw them. But again, I just don't think people do that. Like, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right about the risk of missing. I think that's a real thing. Like, I think the way things are now, it's so tight. So that's true. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably much ado about nothing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Here's one for you though. So Sumter posts on the chat. I think we should just have an even lottery. Everybody has the same odds. And I've heard, I don't know if it was Sumter, I've heard other people mention that before as well. What would your thoughts be
I
on
don't
that?
like it at all, actually. I mean, I think even putting in the lottery now, I think is going to like having just the straight draft where the worst team picks first, second worst team picks second. It's like kind of annoying because these teams get stacked, but I also think this is just increasing parity as well. So I guess like I think the lottery system is fair now because some of those bottom teams are just stacked. They can't have any more people, and it would be nice to like disperse some of the talents. But I also think that I don't know, maybe it will take away from like the parity that we have. And I think like that's the goal of the league is to have. I mean, if we just have an even draft and then like the three best teams get top five picks, I think it's just gonna like widen the gap for the rest of the league. I really don't like that at all, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. Like, I think that the concept that Yoda is going to do better if he has a stacked roster compared to Puss, you know? I think that makes sense. If
Yeah.
Puss's roster is less good and Yoda's is better, it's going to increase parity. Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, yeah, or you switch those rosters and then Puss beats him 6-0 instead of 4-3 or 4-2 or something.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. And if you switch those rosters and then Yoda's he's only at 100 instead of 217 or whatever at the end of the season, and Puss is at 730 instead of 630. Like, I think you're right about that. It's at some point it gets a little bit. I don't know, frustrating. I don't know if I care that much about it, but like. It's kind of a bit absurd to see like some of these rosters. I think that's the only challenge here.
I just don't think there's that many of those rosters though.
Yeah, you're right.
Like it's
And actually
Yoda.
get into
It's
the top
Yoda.
five. Honestly,
I went through it and it's like there's
yeah,
not
yeah.
that many that are like
I know.
that stacked.
I don't. We won't go there yet. We'll put a pin in that for now. But yeah, I hear you. It was.
But it's actually like
exercise.
really even. Actually, like looking through it, it's like it's pretty spread out. I would say there's a few outliers in there, but even bottom five, top five, I would say overall it's like pretty evenly spread out talent wise.
Yeah, and I think honestly, as we let's get into that segment later. But I think it's a really interesting discussion because I was surprised at what came out. I really was. I was expecting it to be much easier. Anyway, so back to the standings and the sort of playoff stuff. Like the question I had for you: could this be the first time ever that the champ misses the playoffs? And so here we go. So right now, Min Hatrick is sitting currently by winning percentage 17th.
Right.
And has played 20 games only. There's tons of time left. But has historically never been the best. Lost a couple games that is not going to help, including those Saguenay ones. And given how tight it is with those teams, like, again, reading out this list, that let's say if this holds, only 3 of these teams can get in. And you're talking Pitt, Minhatrick, Sonoma, Chalky, Crav, Ultra, North Bay, Hamilton, Ridgefield. That's
yeah. Like Sangathon, he probably wants to get out, eh? He'll go for a top pick, win the lottery. He's got his pick this year. He never trades his picks. He's probably got his, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the only picks he ever traded was for Fedorov.
I don't know, man. I can't see him missing playoffs. He'll sneak in 15th or some shit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, he's only played 20 games. There's too much time left to count him out. But I was surprised that he is currently in 17th when I did this exercise. It kind of raised like.
I mean, I think part of it was last night him drinking and streaming his game. Like he played me and he played G-Lock back to back, and he's like getting distracted on the stream and shit. Like, if he zones in, like I don't know, he's making playoffs if he wants to for sure.
Yeah, fair enough. The other one would be Pitt, who is currently
That's the more surprising one to me. 28 games,
28
like
games. He's at 589, so he's on that bubble, like really, really on the bubble. Outside right now, I think he's like 17th or 18th or something.
yeah.
Still, that's not a lot of games. He's got a lot left, but
He's got a lot left, but yeah, it just seems he's not. I don't know, not playing that well. Like lost 2 to Krav, like
he's still plus 30.
still plus 30. Yeah, he started off really hot. It seems lately he's been tailing off a bit, but I mean, I'd be pretty shocked if he doesn't make it. Like he's, I mean, traditionally he wasn't the best regular season play. He kind of, I guess he like was first one year, he then dropped. Like he won it as the 11 seed or 12 seed.
He won as the 11 seed, but he was the President's Trophy winner last season.
Yeah. So he kind of just goes back and forth. Yeah, it is odd to see him this low for sure, but. If I had to guess, he'll probably be. He was in that 8-9 series with Caden for a number of years too, so he might be right back in there.
Yeah, he's just better now though.
He is. Yeah, he should be. Yeah, for sure.
To me, he's one of the best players without question. I think he's top.
For sure.
He's probably the second best, honestly. Like maybe he's definitely top 3 or top 5. I don't even think he could fall top 5. He's got to be top 3, no question.
He's top 3, I would say. Right. You, Saga, and him.
I think that's pretty much. I don't know that there'd be much debate about those 3 as top 3. So like for him to be at 16, 11, and 1, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know who he's like. I didn't look at his list to see who he lost to.
He lost 2 to Saga last night.
So Sega's is even including 2 wins against Pitt, and he's still at 5, whatever.
Yeah.
So Pitt here, he split with Wolf. He swept you, swept Autobahn, got swept by Krav. Don he beat 8-0, 6-0. Got swept by Sagathon. Swept Ultra. Got swept by Providence. Lost and tied to Oracles. Swept G-Lock. Split with Chalky. Split with Puss. And swept NJ Killer. There's not a lot of losses that you would want to take back. I mean, the Providence won. The Oracles won. And the Krav one. So there's 3 sweeps, and that can do it to you, I guess. You have 3 bad nights, you lose 6 games. That's a lot. That's a lot of losses for a guy who probably only loses like 8 in a season normally.
Right.
So that'll do it. So it doesn't mean much. He'll be in the playoffs. There's no question about it.
I would think so. What about Unholy?
Unholy's not getting in the playoffs. Isn't that intentional? I was going to
ask him.
Really? That was like the first question I had for him. I don't think there's no way he's trying. Am I missing something? He's 15,
at 516. Yeah, what's his roster this year?
2-1. His roster is terrible. But he's got a goalie. He's got okay guys.
I mean, yeah, like what's the last couple of years he's been up in that top
5.
5, right? Consistently for probably 3 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's already played 32 games. He got 20 left. You think there's no chance he's making it?
I think there's no chance he's trying to make it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe I'm like way reading into things, and maybe he also just had a couple. Like I should look at his team. I never actually did any research here, but I mean, so who did he lose to? He split with you. He tied Don. Like, what? He gave up 3 goals to Don. He split with Sutton, including a 4-0 loss. Lost and tied to Caden, whatever. He got swept by Minhatrick. He split with Gophers. Split with Providence. Got swept by G-Lock. Swept by Puss. Swept by me. Split with NJ Killer. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It looks reasonable to me, really. Like, it's not...
It's not elite, that's for sure.
No, it's definitely not elite. No.
That's the kind of chart that you look at of like a guy who's on the bubble. But
yeah.
We're talking about a guy who for 5 years has been like, one of the best teams in the league.
Right.
So I just find it hard to fathom that like the loss of Yager has impacted his gameplay that much. Like, like I don't think any players, like, rosters matter. There's no question about it. But I don't think one individual pixelated guy matters that much. Like, I don't know. That's why I was really looking forward to hearing from him. And I assume he would not say that he's hoping to lose, but like, like, remember Sutton kind of like, I'm not tanking, but if I happen to fall into 18th spot, I won't be too disappointed. I wonder if it's that kind of attitude.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching some of Sutton's streams, waiting for the tank, but he's been playing, man. Like he's got some wins.
I wonder if we just shamed him enough that he can't do it.
I don't know, man. I think league wide there's like a pretty good shaming process, so I don't think the tanking is. I mean, as well, like after Richfield tanked, like he's never regrouped from that point. So there's got to be something to that. Like you just tank and you fucking just get in these habits or something. Like I don't know.
Maybe that's it, right? You just
52 games like very shittily, then you just can't play again. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You're right. I don't think we've seen like very obvious tank, but I also don't think you have to be very obvious about it. Richfield is the only guy who doesn't give a shit enough to just like, what? I don't fucking care.
It's blatant tank.
It takes a certain type of mentality to do that.
Ultra's the interesting one to me because he was like 12-4 or something like that. Like I think he's lost 6 straight games. He was looking unreal. He was like in the 700s.
Yeah.
And he just got destroyed like 6 straight last week, and now he's like probably missing playoffs. Like that's like a huge swing, right? Like he's still there, he's got a chance, but now he's in that group.
It's wild. It really, it's like, I mean, for those of you who have not played the pure league, it's stupid because it's auto, but like the fact that there's only like 10 teams and only four or five get in the playoffs. It's you get swept in a night and you're just like, shit, I'm out of the playoffs. Like it sucks because you're gonna split like certain games, and this is the W looks like that now, which is interesting to me. Except that it's extended over 4 months, so it's like we talked about this before. Like it's like, will Ultra know at the time of losing 6 straight that he just sunk a season? Maybe not. But he's so early into it that maybe he thinks he can rebound, but like it's hard to rebound from 6 losses. Somehow you managed to pull out of an 8-game losing streak.
I was thinking I was done, and I was like, fuck, I don't even have my pick this year. Like that's what a disaster. But so he can pull out of that. Like at the same time, he had a 6-game losing streak, but he also started 12-4. If he didn't start 12-4, he'd be in Autobahn's position right now or something, right? So he still has like, he had a bit of leeway to have that streak, but. Yeah, that's a rough one, man. Like, I'm really regretting trading that pick now after that slide.
So remind me again, because I want to get into the picks. I think that's a really interesting part of this draft coming up. But you had at one point controlled Krav and Ultra's 2010 first, right?
Yeah.
And you chose to trade one of them.
I traded Ultras for Yager.
And were you?
And
was it like a decision, or did like Unholy want Ultras, or were you like, I've got the choice and I could?
Well, I think I asked you about it because in my mind I was honestly thinking like Ultra's pick might be more valuable than Krabs, and then you were like, no way. Like Krabs he just has too much like ground to cover, kind of. And it was looking pretty promising, but they're now pretty well identical. I still think that was the right call, probably, but I mean, I have Ultras next year. I should have given that up instead. I don't know. I just wasn't. It's a dumb trade. Looking back on it, like I really regret that.
Well, we want to go through the trade, so just don't get too far into that. But like the Krav versus Ultra pick discussion is super interesting because like now like you said, they're neck and neck, and at one point this season. Krav had a rough start and Ultra had an amazing start.
Yeah.
And it was looking like Krav was going to be like bottom 5.
For sure. Yeah, I was like, Krav was, I want to say, he was never like terrible, but I think he was 6 and 9, something like that. And I was like, okay, he's in perfect position. And then he swept Lloyd and Pitt that one night, like 4-0, and he's now like back in it. And it's like, fuck, like.
Is what
Yeah, but it
which
would
is
be nice to
where
have both those picks now. Is basically my point. Like instead of Yager,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
fuck
okay,
yeah.
but we'll talk about that after. But I'm just saying, like, if you had to choose again between these two, or if to those of you listening, like,
Yeah,
if
it's
you were
tough. That's tough,
going into a
man.
season, let's
Yeah.
say you have Krav and Ultra's pick for the next season, 2011 draft, which pick do you think is going to be better? That's a tough decision. It's like the reason I think it's a super interesting discussion is because here you have a guy like Ultra who's been around forever, kind of has like gone up and down. We've seen times where he's been just brutal, and we've seen times where he was a 10th seed last year. So he's a hard guy to predict, and he changes his roster all the time and everything. Whereas
Yeah.
Krav is like steadily building a roster, like very smartly, like carefully step by step, and improving step by step. But just is, it's hard to take the next step. It's hard to take a leap when he's at the level he's at. So like, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here, and it's a really interesting like comparison of certain just a totally different type of like player. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like Krav is like kind of steady. He's steadily climbing, and Ultra is just volatile. Like he could easily be the 8th seed this year, or he could be completely out of the playoffs. Like so, yeah. I don't know, man. Like I was feeling great about having Krav's pick, but now I honestly don't know. I don't know who I'd rather. Who would you at this point?
At this point, but I mean, this is recency bias, but at this point, Ultra looks like he's tanked, like he's just falling off the cliff. Like not tanking, but like you know what I'm saying. Like
I mean, who did he play though? I think he played like I don't think we can check the order, But
We could if
he
went
played
into
like
this.
Pitt and Sumter. Like those guys can run up scores pretty quick, especially I think those are bad matchups for him. So
True.
hopefully, he just needs a couple wins to get himself back. But
The
yeah,
problem with like counting on Ultra is that he's so like unpredictable, and he just might go off the rails and like play. He might come in on Sunday night and play 14 games and go 1-12 or 2.
he hasn't really been doing that though. Like
He hasn't been. He's smartened up, and like last season, he never would have gotten a 10th seed overall if he had done that.
yeah.
And I
I
think
know.
he realized it. But my point is like with him, if he loses 6 straight, I just remember when like Moses was just decided like the game's against him. He's gonna lose every fucking game. It's like the same kind of mentality. Like you can't like predict somebody who at some point might think the game is like inherently against them. Because you're trying
No,
to
the
be
game
predictive.
does fucking snowball though, eh? When you start getting those losses, it's like even I was thinking I was like fucking Rene, man, like his gloves on the wrong hand and shit. Like I was like making up all these excuses, eh? Like you just start losing and you're like, holy shit, like it's not working. So yeah, you can see how it happens for sure.
I think
But,
it's less likely that Krav would go on a
yeah,
14 game
I
bender in
agree,
one night
I
and lose
agree.
13 of them. Like
For sure,
so
yeah.
I think at this stage I would rather have Ultra's pick, but
Jeez, Unholy's loving this. Yeah.
yeah, but who knows? But Ultra I think is better player, more talented. So he has a higher ceiling, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So if you're taking the conservative course, you'd take Kravs and you'd say I'm probably going to get a pick. Kravs not making the playoffs. I would be shocked if he makes the playoffs. He's at 538. Like he has to play at a 650 pace the rest of the way, and so far we've never seen him be able to do that.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. I mean, I don't know if 650 is off the top of my head, but like with his number of games, he's got 20. He's exactly at the halfway point.
Yeah.
So to go up to the 600 level that we're predicting, or 590 that we're predicting you need to get in, he's got to be, I think 650 is about right, or even higher, maybe like 670. That's really, really difficult, like especially with this league. So there's just no way he's going to do that. I won't be surprised though if he finishes in like 18th, 19th, something like that.
Yeah,
He ends up at
yeah.
560 or like has a really solid end of the season, like has a really, but a
Yeah.
solid end of the season's not going to be enough. He's going to have an amazing run here at the end to get into the playoffs.
I mean, all these games, like that's why I'm waiting for these games to be played. There's like a huge group of guys that need to play, and like these games are massive. Like the box score watching should be fascinating to watch to end the season because like Klein, Chalky, NIU, Ultra, Krav, yourself, Nips, like everyone's in the 20 games played here. Like they're all just huge games. Like there's very few games that aren't like must watch if they're being streamed. Like,
Yeah, agreed. And that's why that's part of the. I mean, there's a lot of reasons here, but like part of the reason why I'm a little frustrated with this season end date on whatever date it is, the 10th of August or something, is that I just don't think we're gonna get there. That's super quick, and with the number of guys who aren't really that engaged right now.
yeah, that's what I'm not really getting though, because it's like I don't think we're gonna get there either. I mean, we'll see, but doesn't seem like guys are on. Um, like, is Maryland Mike getting there, or is he gonna not get there for the second season in a row? I don't see how he's gonna get there, right? Like, he doesn't have a history of playing a bunch of games.
He's not.
Red, at least, like, he can crank out all these games, but like I know he's like super busy this summer and stuff. Like, is he gonna be able to get these done? I don't know. Yeah, it seems kind of unlikely that this is getting done.
I think it's not, it's like I don't know how it is for everybody in this league, but like we kind of joke about canoe season and like make it sound like it's because people are like on holidays, but it's not that about the summer. It's the summer is tough because like everything, at least for me, my daily life, it goes later into the evenings. Like kids stuff lasts longer. Like they don't go to sleep as early because they're not in school. The baseball games go late because the sun's up high. It's just stuff like that. So like now since we've been back, I've been coming on at like 10 instead of in the winter I'll come on at 8:30 or 9. And the difference is massive. Like I can't get games. I come on at 10 and there's nobody around or like just a couple people. And I just think it's the same thing with a lot of people. Like summers are just busy. There's a lot of shit happening. So I just don't think there's any way we're going to get this all done. Maybe we will. Maybe everybody will scramble and on the August 9th there'll be 500 games. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know if people are aware. It's been up there since the start. I mean, I was I think there was an initial date set. There was some outcry, and then it changed to this, but then people didn't say anything. So that's why I'm just like, it's been this way for 2.5 months. I don't know where the outcry was like at the start of this.
Well, I know, like there was that post. I think it was Puss who put it up that was like, "Oh, Sean's gonna be pissed in 3 months or something." I laughed when I saw
right,
that.
and it's like,
it's so true. Like I didn't even see that, or maybe I did. I just didn't even think about it. I was like, "Well, that's in the future. Like that's a future."
Right. Because it was like, I want to say season, like I have like May 17th. I don't know if this is the actual date, but I think that's when the season started. And then this is August, let's say 9th is the last day of the season, which is not 4 months, it's not 3 months. But no one really said anything at the time, so I was like, okay, I guess people are cool with it. The draft was set at September 5th, so I don't know, like it's kind of hard now to be like changing it, I guess.
Yeah, it'll just be a big
But it's
shame.
also like, I don't think it's gonna get done either. Like, I don't see how this is gonna happen. Like, guys need to start pumping out games, and like there's not many weekends left. Probably people are gonna be like traveling and stuff, I don't know, or like, doing shit like in this early August. But
like August long weekend for me is a total write-off. We've got family, like, and again, like, is just as an example, but it's just like everybody's got shit going on. Like, it's
yeah,
busy.
for sure. So
Time. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll just, the only reason I even care is that it'll be a real shame because this season is super interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be a shame to like just have a bunch of teams miss the playoffs because they only played 28 games.
Right.
That kind of sucks because like it's awesome like to look at the top 16 and try to figure it out because like, man, it's tight. It's really tight.
So who's not making it if you have to predict?
Well, it's hard. So okay, so let me. Here's my locks. I'm doing this off the fly. Like, so I've got
your
the
locks
breakdown.
for who is or who is not.
Here's my locks for who is not making it, and then we'll kind of go from there. Tell me if you think that they're not locks. So Inglewood is obviously a lock. Audubon to me is a lock. Minnesota.
Inglewood is a lock for not making it?
Not making the playoffs, right?
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying who's not going to make the season. Like, who's not going to finish the games.
Oh, I see. I don't know, man. It's too hard. That's impossible for me to predict. I think it's like, I think I'm seriously at risk of that now because I don't have daytimes like to do this shit.
Yeah.
And everybody's only seems to be on in the daytime. Chalky's always going to be a risk. Klein, I don't know if Klein's even playing. Like I saw he came on, was it last night or 2 nights ago? He posted and said, but like he hadn't been on
Couple days in a row, but he hasn't gotten any games. Yeah,
exactly. Like that's the problem that I'm having is like I'm coming on just being like at night and nobody's around. I don't know if Klein's in the same boat, but like he seems like a guy who's very busy. He's got kids going doing stuff, and it's the summertime, so he's gonna have trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Seguin will pump him out. Maryland Mike is always going to be at risk. He's at 18 games played. I think he probably doesn't.
I don't see how he finishes. Yeah.
Red is at 6 games. I mean, you're right. He can pump him out, but like the guy's swamped. Like I messaged him on Discord a couple like weeks ago, and he just got back to me the other day. Like he's not even checking in.
Yeah.
And so
I think he had some tech problems too, because him and Pink were going to play the other day, and it didn't happen. So
yeah, so there you go.
So yeah, that's the other thing. If someone has tech problems, then it's just kind of that's all fine, which I think Mike has been having as well. So maybe that's why he's in the plan. But
yeah, it could be. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There's a bunch of guys that I think Sagathon will get him in. I would, if I had to bet, I would say Mike won't and Red won't. I mean, I will. I'll have to like. I don't know. It's one of these weekends when we don't have somebody.
There aren't many weekends left though. Like there's like
honestly,
what, next weekend and the one after.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to be like, I need to take a whole Saturday. Like
call it. You're gonna have to call in sick, man. Take a sick day. Just bring it to work. Just lock the doors.
Honestly, man, if we could, like, if people would DM and schedule and actually follow through, I would do that. But I just don't trust that anyone will fucking show up. And like if I take a sick day to go home to work at home, it's not even the sick day isn't even the issue for me. Like whatever. Like I'm my own boss. I can do what I want. But it's the problem is if I like I have to find a place because my kids are at home. So I can't just be like
just rent a hotel, man. Set it up.
Honestly, that's probably what I'd have to do. I have to rent a hotel room for a fucking day. Maybe like I'll see the invoice and think that I'm like having an affair. I'm just like playing NHL.
He's just sitting playing NHL. Oh man.
God. Yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Ultra hasn't been on much. NIU? How the fuck's NIU gonna get in 30 games?
He does though. He did that last season. He got like 30 games in 2 days or some shit. I don't know how he does it, but yeah.
It's crazy because it totally depends on everybody else. I mean, this is the same topic we've been having for 10 seasons. But this one's just worse because we had a fucking vote saying there's 4-month season and then they just cut it to 3. And the worst part for me, like I'm just ranting now, giving my 20-second rant here, but like this nonsense of people defending the notion that this is a 4-month season because the playoffs included is so absurd to me that I don't even know like where the fuck they must just be like being like contrarian. It's the only explanation, like to be like actually like yeah, a 4-month season means 3 months regular season is so fucking insane that I'm just like why are you doing this? Like I don't get it. Like why defend a totally nonsensical decision to just be like, well, we had a vote. Everyone wanted 4 months. So
no. The best thing is it isn't 3 months. It was less than 3 months. It's like a week less or something. Yeah. Like it's a little bit less than 3 months. But
and then even after like that was originally done, it was like less than 3 months, and then everyone's like, this is insane. Then just a random date in August got set as the end date, like for no fucking that I can.
No, there's no end date though. It's just the start date of the playoffs. The end date might be like tomorrow for all you know, but I'm the only one finished here, so fuck all you guys. I'm looks like I'm winning the lottery here.
Oh man, it's funny, yeah, but it's crazy too. Anyway, whatever.
We'll see. Hopefully the pace picks up. We can finish this up. So where's G-Lock? Is he coming on?
I don't know. He said maybe not. He said he might phone in. I don't know. But no, I haven't heard from him. He said it might not happen tonight. This is the most recent. These kids are ape shit. So maybe he won't. The Tacoma says, I believe this is why I resigned my role. I assume he means gatekeeper. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly it. Like, fuck, man. We don't need to do this all night, but like, god damn it, it's frustrating when like that the gatekeeper rule was like set up and it was perfect. It was working so perfectly, and then the first time it just gets overridden. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, there we go. I did want to talk a bit about the draft, the upcoming draft. Not to like predict the draft or anything, but I think we all know it's totally loaded. And you said you were doing some draft work, so like walk us through a little bit about like what does this thing look like?
Yeah, I was looking at it yesterday, I think. I mean, I didn't really go in depth of like too much, but I looked at these top guys and like there's like 10 pretty stacked, 10 like really really solid players, and then probably like 10 more that are, you know, like starters or whatever, or like playable guys. That's also factoring in if Maddie's team, which is looking more and more likely, is going to be in this draft.
Can I stop you there? Like, what have we heard anything? Has anybody said anything about what?
Maddie hasn't been on in like weeks, so I don't know.
But
I don't
like,
know, man.
What's the criteria for Maddie losing his team? Is it just that he misses the season, doesn't come back next season, or is it just an arbitrary...
Well, I think it was like last year he sat out, so you get the team frozen for a year, and then the following year it goes in the draft, right? Like, Sunnyvale had his team frozen last year and then came back, so he got the team.
I see.
I think that's the criteria, right? You get that one season to like figure shit out, and then it goes in the next year. Like if G-Lock is potentially quitting, like he's talking about that, he should get his 1 year.
Great.
You know, his team shouldn't go in the draft this year. It's like you get a 1 year cool down period.
Right.
Think about your actions and.
Which is a great rule. That makes a lot of sense.
For sure.
Yeah. So then presumably then Maddie, unless Maddie comes back, Maddie didn't play last season, did he?
No, he didn't play last season. So that was his like pause, I guess.
Last season was his pause. This season, it should.
Then this season would be his team goes in the draft at the end of the season, I guess.
Even
I don't know.
if he decided to come back, arguably, but nobody would ever do
Unless,
that.
if he comes on and says he's back next season, then great. Then his team is not in, but he hasn't been on in like months, so I don't see him coming back. But maybe I don't know.
So when you say there were 10 really good players and then 10 decent starters or whatever, are you including Maddie's or no?
Yeah, that's including Maddie's. Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking maybe like 20 guys ish,
20-ish guys, something like. I know there's probably more. Honestly, I didn't really like. I'm not going in depth, but 20 guys like off the top that look good. I'm sure there's some gems in there too. So
yeah, and we've talked before like Carlson, Subban, Hedman, and
these guys are studs, man.
There's
there's a bunch of D-men.
I think there's 4 like really 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 good D-men.
And then Maddie has Brian Campbell too,
and Brent Burns.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's stacked, man. Like it's a really good draft. So, yeah, there's a couple goalies. I want to say 3 or 4 goalies that are, or maybe 2 or 3 goalies that are really good as well. Right. Quick and yeah. Oh, and Carey Price if he's in it as well. Like we got that team in there now too.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. It's stacked. We got who's he got? Saku Koivu, Mike Van Marin.
Yeah, not maybe. Man, you almost wish.
Ryan Rolston. Oh, you might be able to grab him again, man. Oh.
I dropped him already. He's done. He's had his run. You almost wish though that like Mary Hill could just grab some of these fucking guys. When I look at his roster, I'm just like, oh my god.
His team is bad. When I played him, like they were fucking brutal, man. Like he was missing the net and one-timers and stuff. I guess he had his one season of glory with K Vegas, and then just got given the worst team imaginable.
Yeah, like it's the worst team imaginable, and he hasn't had the chance to like even so. When I look at LHX's team, which is also bad, it's better than Maddie's, and like so Maddie got screwed because he got
better than Reds.
Or sorry, better than Reds, yeah. Red got screwed because he got a team at the time when there wasn't really a lot of waiver guys, and then has
LHX's team for this year isn't that bad. Like it's
not bad. It's not good.
It's not good. But.
Yeah, like he's got a few players. He's got guys that Red would have grabbed if he had the opportunity to. But I mean, it's kind of luck of the draw when you happen to be an expansion team, I guess. Like what's available at that time.
Oh, that's the other thing. Did you see the new guy that joined?
Apparently, he joined the Pure.
Yeah. Forget his name, but. I don't know if he's 94 guy or what, but him and Mike's friend, I assume would be joining. Oh, I assume Mike's friend would be joining the W next year.
I haven't heard. He's not. I don't think it's happening in season 15. But
oh, really?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, the guy, he's getting destroyed in the queue. Like I think he won one.
Oh, okay.
I think he beat Yoda 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
And he's lost every other game.
Shit.
He's a really nice guy. Like he takes a piss and he's good. He's like a good dude, obviously on there. So hopefully he sticks around. But like, I don't know. He's probably better than Don, but he's worse than Yoda. He also
Pretty tough coming in this league at this point, eh? It's tough to even like invite people in this league. It's too fucking good at this point. Like,
you couldn't bring like when you brought in like Charlebois and
they would get killed
Gibson,
now.
like they would. Yeah, you're right. Like this, it's way. Then they were in what was that season 4, season 5,
Something like that. Yeah.
and they were not good, but they could play.
They could still like compete with the lower half, but
Did you see the posting on Discord of that goal that what's his name, King Raph scored on Saguenay? Do you see that? Like, I mean, it's still that fucking goal that I've tried so many times. I cannot do it. I don't know how he did that, like deke to the side and then forward shot B.
Yeah.
But like he literally skated without moving one straight line from his own blue line until the deke. Like he made one move in like 7 seconds. There wasn't a defender in sight. Like even the like arrow isn't on the screen. It's like it's amazing. Anyway. Things have changed a bit. You're right. It would be really hard to bring new guys in. So I want to anyway. So when we talk about this draft, I have a couple things that I want to go through with you. One is all the trades of the draft picks for the 2010. I got the list here, and I think I obviously missed one because I didn't know Ticklepuss's trade. But before we do that, this is the first year of the draft lottery. Do you think it's changed anything in terms of like tanking, in terms of how guys are tackling the schedule?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, you thought Unholy's tanking. Who else would be? Sagathon? Like, who else is tanking here? Like, I don't really like Sutton, but he's not really. Like, he's competing.
Right.
I don't really see how this has changed much. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe Gaelic, I guess, would be the other one. But
yeah.
What do you think?
No, I agree. I think it hasn't changed anything, which is good. So then the question becomes, do you need a lottery? Which I do think it is helpful. I still think it is for a bunch of reasons. Like I think it's great for the guys who are 9th worst. It gives them a shot.
Yeah.
And I think it's exciting. And I also think it's good for the guy like Jer, who's finished 5th worst every year and could one year get a lucky break, So I guess all I really want to say about it is that I think what we've talked about before, the reasons that this was done and the reasons that the league voted on this, I think were sound, and it doesn't seem to have encouraged anybody to like say drop into the lottery.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see by the end of the year.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
Like, there's a chance some people can for sure, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be. There's no like blatant tanking, I don't think now. Outside of a couple possibilities, but I don't see that being a thing. It definitely hurts like Don. It hurts Yoda. It hurts those bottom two for sure. The guaranteed top 2 picks, but I mean, they're still gonna have the top odds to get.
Yeah. The good thing in this draft is that you don't have. It's not like the Stamkos draft where there's one guy better than everybody else. Like,
yeah, for sure.
If you're Don, you're gonna get. Your odds are pretty fucking high that you're getting top 5, like top 4.
Yeah. I think there is like you can't drop too far. I don't know how it works, but
right.
It also prevents the like trading a new player, right? Trading for his first round pick and assuming you're like the Ticklepuss Matty trade. Mm-hmm. That then Matty ends up being the best odds, but he's not guaranteed that top pick if those kind of trades happen. So I think it prevents that as well.
Yeah,
probably encourages more trades of the mid-tier teams, hopefully, or maybe not. I'm not sure. But.
Yeah, maybe not. It depends on the draft, honestly. Like this draft, if you're let's say Audubon, like let's say you're going to overpay for Audubon's pick, thinking that okay, this guy's going to finish say 5th worst.
Yeah.
And he might have the shot at the top edge. Like honestly, his 5th worst pick is going to be amazing, no matter what. It doesn't matter if he wins the lottery or not, because this draft is so low.
Oh shit! There he is.
Holy! Look at the beard on this guy. Looking sharp.
What?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, boys?
You know, I wanted to hear. I was wondering if you heard Nathan's story about playing chess against a 7-year-old girl and almost losing.
I didn't. What happened? Did you do the ICBM?
I didn't.
Oh,
But
come
I
on.
did crush her. Yeah, it felt good.
I bet.
In front of her mom. Yeah.
Even better. Damn, man. Destroying dreams.
I was like blown away though. Yeah, I saw her and I was like, "Oof, it's gonna be really embarrassing when she beats me." You know, this is gonna be. Yeah.
I'm glad she didn't though. That would have been really unfortunate.
Yeah. So what's up, man? How you feeling about your season? You're rolling up 607.
I mean, last night said a lot, so.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna ice me now. So they're all nervous. I get it. That's what they do. Ice G-Lock, make him reconsider. Make him quit every season.
I'm trying to find your box scores from those games last night.
The first one's easy to find because there's a big fat 0 next to Sagathon's name.
Here it is. Yeah, 1-0. Holy.
Yeah. It was tight.
He scored in the first period and then just hung on, or what happened?
Yeah, just hung on.
12-12 in shots. Attack zone virtually even. Wow,
Yeah.
man. Tight game. Second game you scored.
Second game, I think I had a 2-goal lead for most of the game, actually.
Yeah. He scored early in the third. You
Yeah.
scored again, and then he scored again at the end. Just 5 seconds left. So really,
Yep.
you beat him 3-1.
Yeah. Putting my shirts on because I'm not playing right now. It started off as a necessity, actually, because it got very hot in here. So,
You gonna make the playoffs?
I mean, so I've taken down one champ so far. I got swept by one. I swept one. There's only you left, right? So I mean,
We've split every year. I don't think
there's an
we've
easy
ever not
split. We usually split it. We usually split, don't we?
I think we've always split. Honestly,
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so. Just about. So I mean,
I pretty
there's
much
one split. There's one split I need.
I pencil in a split every season with you.
Yeah, fair enough. Me and Caden, I mean, after the little feud we had after my last appearance here, that's I chalked it up to easy 4 points for me. I mean, I don't know, man. The thing is, I mean, I can't see not getting 20 points after last night. Like,
Which will guarantee you. So then,
I massacred the champ. I mean,
oh yeah. It
what else
wasn't
is there?
close. I mean, he's the champ, but
Yeah,
let's be
but
honest
what?
here. But there's a I don't know. Yeah, okay, he's the champ. I'll give him it. He's the champ.
Realistically, the thing is, I think I've always historically played Red pretty well, and when he had a good roster. And I mean, not to take anything away from him, but if he does not have a good roster, I think I might be able to squeak out 3 points out of that. Might be realistic for me to think that.
You and Chalky, what's that usual split, isn't it?
He frustrates the shit out of me because of that fucking stupid ass left side of the
Yeah,
screenshot
I know, exactly.
that I try and overplay too much. So it's like he can get under my skin with that one and his down Bs. It's like fucking two firebirds to one stone, right? It's like it's fucking annoying as shit. And he's not hosting though. I'm hosting because fuck that noise.
Yeah, his host is kind of shit.
It's sus. It's sus.
Yeah.
And when I'm streaming, at least everybody can see that my connection is good and all that kind of stuff, right? It's like when other people are hosting, all of a sudden I fucking like warp over somewhere and everybody fucking sees it too. So it's like, you know what?
Yeah. So who else you got? You got Caden,
Yeah.
Sean, Red,
Caden, Sean,
Chalky.
Red,
Who's the last
Chalky.
one?
There's one more. What was it?
Mike, was it?
Yes, that's right, Maryland Mike. I don't know. I think he's
That's an
a bit of
interesting
wild card
matchup. That'll
too.
be
Yeah,
like a 6-5.
yeah. I think we split last season. I think he might have swept me. This is his third season, right?
Yeah,
I think he might have swept me the first season. I think we split last season. So
That would be the best playoff series. I'd love to see you play Maryland Mike in the playoffs.
That would be a good
I
series.
could see that. Yeah,
It'd be wild. It'd be end to end action.
yeah, that's true.
Who are you rooting against right now? Like, who are your main guys that you really want to see lose at this point that you got to get in over?
You know what? I haven't really. I've the discrepancy in the games played has really
Yeah.
made it difficult for me to look and be like, you know what? I need these guys to start losing because I'm probably 10, 11, I would assume, like not fourth like it looks, right? So
Yeah, you will be. I think you gotta be hoping for NJ Killer to lose.
yeah, fair
That's
enough.
a
Yeah,
huge one. I think if you can get above him, that's going to help you so much.
yeah.
The other ones would be Sunnyvale and Sugar Valley. I think those are the two key ones for you.
Okay, fair enough. You're looking at the.
I think you're gonna be ahead of Crav. You're gonna be ahead of North Bay. You're gonna be ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Richfield. I think if you end up ahead of Klein, Chalky, and Woodland, I think you're pretty safe.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
That's.
What about even Maryland Mike in that?
I think Maryland Mike will get ahead of him. I don't.
Yeah.
I expect that. I think it's gonna come down to like Saguenay, Sunnyvale, Sugar Valley, maybe
NIU,
Magnus.
or he'll be in for sure.
He'll be in. He's too good. Magnus, Hamilton,
Magnus, yeah.
Crav, maybe. I think it'll be
Richfields.
Richfield for a couple spots. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think NIU is too fucking good. Manhattan's gonna get in, and Pitt's gonna get in.
Like I said, man, Pitt's on pace for more losses than me right now. So
Yeah, this is crazy.
just twisting.
When you get in there, who are you gonna want to face in the first round?
I mean, after last night, I mean, what better statement to make than to just take down
Collab
the
Cam
champ?
series. That'd be nice.
Collab Cam take down the champ in 4 straight. It would be a statement.
Yeah,
Do you traditionally play Sagathon well? I feel like you do, no?
I think we traditionally, usually split.
Okay.
I feel like, and this is no offense to anybody in particular, but I feel like I play a lot of the top guys. I feel like I usually split a lot of top guys, and I lose ground on a lot of the guys that I shouldn't, I guess.
Right.
So
yeah.
I don't like me and Shonabo have split a lot. I've swept Sega. I'm not even sure if I've ever gotten swept by Segathon before, but I know we have split quite a few. Right, so. Is there a database we can find any of this information on?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I feel the same way though. I think you always play the better teams really good.
Yeah.
You're kind of like Ultra that way. Like he does the same.
Yeah, exactly. Who I also swept, by the way, this season.
Yeah, and those are the kind of wins that are so huge. Like because I think that's a guy you got to get ahead of if you can.
That's the thing is I think this season I actually got the ones that I was supposed to get, right? So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at your schedule now. Are there any that are going to come back to haunt you here? Or?
I don't know. Sure.
Doesn't look too
egregious.
No, it actually doesn't look like there's much that.
Yeah, you got some splits and that's it, right? Your only sweep was at the
it
only
actually
sweep was
is
at
looking
Pitt, I think,
pretty
right?
damn decent.
Puss and Nip swept you.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Puss
and then
and
Pink
Nips, yeah.
and Pink and
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's those ones. But those ones you got to expect to get swept by somebody.
Yeah. Well, and then Nate, me and you, I feel like usually split too quite a bit.
That's true. Yeah.
And then me and Pink, I think I might have swept.
That was a rough series.
That was, dude. That was my made a decision. That's my last season. I'm fucking. I was over it.
You're the fact that you beat and tied NJ Killer is huge.
Yeah.
Sweep over Unholy and Sagathon are huge. Those ones are
massive. Sweep of Unholy, that is big. Sweep of Saga.
And then you got the 3 like JR, Autobahn, Yoda.
Exactly.
Those
have we ever come down to a tie breaker for the last seed or anything? Last couple seeds? I don't remember.
What is the tiebreaker?
It must be head to head, and then I don't know.
I don't know if I ever told you guys the story about Caledonia, me and Caledonia or not.
No.
I know you guys are friends of him, right? So I'll leave
that's my good buddy. Yeah.
I'll leave the obscenities down with him. But so this is I think it's Lloyd that beat me up by 1 point or something like that, and I like me and him played. I won 1-0 at 0 seconds left, right? So it went basically it bypassed the end game screen. right? So I didn't get the save, right? Neither one of us got the save. So, of course, me being the stand-up citizen I am at the time, I was like, hey, like neither one of us got the save, right? I've always kind of gone by whoever wins should get the save, right? If you want the points, you get the saves, right? But that's, neither here nor there. But, so I was like, do you want to just replay the game? Fucking kiss of death. He goes, yeah, sure. So we replay the game. He beats me, and I lose out of the playoffs. I think by 1 point to freaking Providence, making his run at the end of the season. And I was like, well, this is completely fucked up. And then from then on, I was like, you know what? I'm not fucking being the good guy anymore. I'll go heel. Fuck.
So what happened? You scored with 0 seconds?
With Juno. I might even still have the clip somewhere because I was that fucking infuriated about it. And there's 0 seconds left, and so it bypassed like the stars of the game part and just went straight to like the end of the game basically.
Yeah.
And so neither one of us got the save before we started the next game. And so I decided basically, that instead of just being like, hey, it's only fair that I get the win kind of thing, right? And we'll just replay it at 1-0 or whatever. Right? I was like, hey, neither one of us got the save. Do you want to replay the game? And we did, and he won.
The best thing is, knowing him too, the best thing is he was probably so high and just like didn't know what was going on. Like he wouldn't even have cared to lose. That's the best part. Like he probably was just like, what? Like, okay.
Amazing.
Like, did I play 1 game? Did I play 2? Like, oh man, that's so good.
I was so mad at myself after that loss, and I was like, watch. I was like, this is going to come back and bite me. And then, yeah.
It's so funny, man.
Let me see. I might even still have the clip of it somewhere. Let me see. I even have it. No, it's got to be long gone by now.
Looking at your team now, man. You got Backies as your leading points guys ahead of Solani's. Solani's the lowest of your forwards. What?
I think I got to put Solani at center because the speed. Like honestly, I think that's the.
You don't have him playing center? What do you got?
Right wing. That's speed down the wing, man. That speed down the wing, freaking.
No, you gotta have speed at center, man.
I don't know. Now I'm gonna try because whenever I start losing horribly, I get frustrated. I swap him and calamari, and freaking, and it never really works. But
Keith Enstrom, yeah, shit.
Yeah,
it's a pretty solid roster.
It's not too bad actually.
It's kind of amazing. Like at one point you turned over your whole team, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
2 seasons ago, actually, I think that's when I got Solani. Yeah,
that one hilarious day when you're just like trading like in public.
I think there's like there's so much freaking like green on my page and all that kind of stuff. There's like 2 players that hadn't left or something.
Right, but like it kind of worked out. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it seemed so bad. I mean, your goalies is a problem. You need a goalie, but like.
I mean, not this season.
Not this year, yeah, you're good.
Well, this year you're fine.
99 rated Josh Harding.
Next year is going to be a bit rough. 53 Josh Harding.
So what's
I don't have to worry about next season.
Yeah, you're done, eh?
This is it.
What's the percentage?
That's my swan song.
You're at 100 now?
99.
Yeah. All right, good.
Oh, I thought you were just like talking. I didn't think you were serious.
I fucking hate this game, man. I don't know how you guys do it. I've been playing too much 25 with like real mechanics now and all that kind of stuff. It's like watching the original series with Star Trek, right? I'm like, I can't fucking do it. Like that ship sailed.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I honestly never even considered that you were actually leaving.
The last like 15 or 16 seasons, I've only stuck around because of you guys. Basically, that's it.
It's such a fun group. Yeah.
I think I'm not even sure who approached me about playing here in the first place, but I got plucked from the annals of '94 actually. So yeah.
Oh really? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's a good point. Like, how did you get in this group?
Yes, it might have been Magnus actually. Somebody messaged me about it. When I was in some '94 group that I couldn't keep up with and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna join another league and all that and not be able to freaking play my games here too? But somehow
you were in the OG season, right? Like you were there.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I guess.
Yeah, I was there for Heinz's passing. Yeah, that's right.
And his resurrection, though.
I've been here for both instances of him. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know or not, but King Raph, the first champ, actually, I beat him his first playoff game.
I did know that actually.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if word had gotten around or not.
I've heard that. Yeah, once or 10 times.
Yeah, it's a crazy story.
You should get him back. You should try to get him back for your final year next
just
year.
so I can- Wait, what?
Get, one last year and get
One
King
last
Raph
hurrah.
back in, and see if
Man,
you can pull it off.
But then what happens if I come back next season and I don't suck? I do like really good, and then it's like, you know what? I actually want to stay. Then that's trouble.
It sounds like that's what's happening right now.
That's right.
Damn,
This
I don't know.
season is convincing him to stay.
I don't know, man.
Playoffs. Well, that's gonna be a huge blow actually to the league. So that'll be a drag. But things.
Yeah, well, we will see. We will see now.
Yeah. Well, then if you do
Like I said,
go out, I hope it goes out with a defeat of Sagathon in the playoffs. That'd be really nice.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. That would be nice.
That'd be a
That'd
nice
be
way to
very
go
nice.
out.
Let's say I do actually enjoy the group of guys. Just the game, I'm having a harder and harder time reconciling it. It's like certain things get me pissed off, but then you know what though? Every time I'm like trying to trust the AI goalie, I'm just like I get burned on that. So now it's like I'm turning into a camping pussy, and I don't care because I can't have a goalie freaking in the freaking corner when the puck goes in. That's straight up stupid.
Even with your 98 goal, yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust him, man. He still wonders sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys figured out what stats actually matter for goalies? Because
I don't know, but funny thing though is I was on top of that because he was the wrong hand actually, and I was like, nope, change that shit. Start of the season.
Yeah. So what is he now? He's right. Yeah, because my guy's a lefty, and it's fucking with me. Actually, I don't like it.
Harding's a right catch, and homie don't play those games if the handedness ain't right. No, I'm not playing.
That actually is. Yeah. No, I didn't realize till halfway through the year, and I was like, "Wait, is he actually a lefty?"
The thing is,
and then I checked, and he isn't. Like he's just.
And I feel like most goalies, their glove is better than their stick. So I feel like it throws off a little bit of the expectation kind of thing, right? So in terms of guys who know what to expect from most left-handed goalies, right? So, but it's speculation. I'm not sure, right? So.
Well, it's interesting because Nathan was just talking about that earlier. Like
that's what I was saying, yeah,
like, it's kind of
about his goalie being the wrong hand and all that kind of stuff, right?
Thought about it. I've never once looked at my goalie stats.
It just kind of was messing with me, man. I didn't realize it, but I was like, I never had played with a goalie. I think like Grant Fear in the original game or some shit was the opposite hand, and it like
Joe Juno was too actually, and that's what I had Mags change that in like season 1. I was like, no, I draft my team based on what hand they are too. Like that's actually a metric that I use, whether it means anything or not. But you know, and
so what is Juno in the actual game?
I think Juno was a lefty, I think, and he was a righty in the game.
Oh, okay.
Which really which made him seem, I don't want to say like more desirable kind of thing, but it's like like obviously righties are harder to come by, right? So.
Yeah, well, the handedness thing is a thing like that. It was crazy when it was just so laissez-faire about like what does it matter? Nobody cares. Like I'm just gonna put whatever hand I want on these guys. That was insane. Like of course, some people at least look at handedness and draft like a couple.
I actually do that, and I used to play the offhand kind of thing. I used to put, and sometimes I still do too. If sometimes I'll put the like my lefties on right wing and all that kind of stuff. If I feel like things aren't quite going the right way, right? Just change it up kind of thing, right? So
for sure,
it's a matter of having the puck in the middle versus having it on the outside kind of thing, right? And sometimes some guys makes a difference against, right? So it actually has worked changing it up against a couple of guys. So
yeah.
You're not the only guy doing that. There's a few guys now who are mixing it up like that, and it kind of changes the way. I think the way that you have to play offense, because like. Some of the standard stuff that happens in 95, you can't do when it's offhand. You have to and you always play different. Like your offense is really weird, which is why I like watching you play because it's just different. Probably because you play so much 25 and it's like a different.
Game.
Because you do weird. You have weird angles and you don't you don't do the traditional moves all that much.
Yeah, exactly.
which is, I mean, it's great. So like, I think the handedness thing does, like, when I feel like I'm like stuck in a rut, that's what I'll swap the lefty and righty on.
Yeah.
Just to force you to like get out of that like nonsense.
The thing is too, and again, this is not a knock against anybody in particular, but I do find that like I do have the cerebral part of the game down. It's just I don't have the hands for it. So it's like even Segathon, I think he was talking about how I hit him a lot in the first game, right? It's like I knew where he was going every time, right? I mean, that's different though because he's going to the middle every time. So, but like I do know where guys are going to be, kind of thing, and I know how to kind of manipulate the play a little bit, but I don't have the hands and the skill to do it, right? So
that's a wild thing to say, like, because I mean, I'm thinking back to like Wolf and Klein, some of those early shows, and like Wolf would always ask like, are you good at this game, or when did you know you were good at this game? And then he would get chirped for it, like asking questions. But like it's funny, like there's like a certain level of technical skill that is just required to play this stupid game. You know,
that's and that's what I don't possess that.
That's interesting you say that, because like, and I honestly don't know. Like we have some friends who, what I was gonna say is like I don't know if like. In some part of it is just inherent skill.
Yeah,
it's insane to say like about a video game. But like we have some friends who used to play with us like who just sucked always. Like no matter what, they played the same number of games that we played, and we're just terrible. Like you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, I don't know.
That's that's valid. I mean, I'm just not. I don't think I'm good at all. Right? It's like, but I can figure the game out mentally, but. When you ask me to actually put that onto, put that on paper, it's like fucking forget it.
Are you still using the Xbox controller though? Or
hell yeah, man.
Have you ever tried using like a standard controller? I wonder if that would like change the game up.
Oh, where is it? It's now my daughter's play toy because it's broken. Let me see 1 second here. Yeah, you made me dig it up now. I used to use this beauty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of the OG controllers on my desk here, but I don't have an adapter for them.
Are you using the D-pad or are you using
yeah.
You're not
No, I'm not a friggin' sadist. I think I tried using the actual stick for like one game and I was like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
You gotta be some kind of stupid to be doing that. But
Ooh, cool. Well, man, if you do leave, it's gonna be really shitty. So hopefully you don't.
I know.
But I understand. Obviously, like we've had enough of our close friends like just bail. Like, and it sucks. But it is like they. I'll also get messages from Colin being like, "I'm so glad I don't play in that fucking league anymore."
that's I feel like it's gonna be for me too. It's gonna be like a weight off my shoulders. There are some days when I'm just like, fuck. I was like, I gotta get some games in right now. And it's like when you look at the season, like again, I say that I'm busy, which I am, but I managed to cram them in fairly decently, right? So I mean, it's like I always think that I don't have time, and I think sometimes I have more time than I realize. But
yeah, it becomes a drag when it's like an obligation though.
That's my problem, right? Is like I love the streaming part. I love streaming. I love like creating stuff, right? So it's like that part of it, that aspect of it. I love the community. It's just the game that I'm not a fan of. But so far, it hasn't been enough to drive me away from it yet.
Right.
So
yeah. The part that gets me is like if I'm in the W and the pier or something and I don't have time and I'm like trying to I have very little time and I'm like signing on and no one's on and it's like fuck I only have 2 nights this week to play and no one's on and shit, like that's the part that gets me a bit. But
my fucked up schedule doesn't help that, right? I see so many games played like for 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, right? And it's like I can't do that. I should be in bed by 8 o'clock every freaking night because of my stupid work schedule, right? So but I don't know. So but again, the fact that I'm only in one league kind of thing does help in the sense of, not overwhelming myself, right? So.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I don't know. But it can feel like a burden. Right now for me, it's like a burden. Like I got the queue and I've got to finish. I don't know how many games.
Well, and I mean, this
games.
this is my jam too. I mean, it's like 90 freaking degrees here most days, but this is like summer, right? This is my time to be outside. I do not want to waste freaking time, playing on my computer.
Exactly.
Playing a 40-year-old NHL game against a bunch of 40-plus-year-olds.
Yeah, for sure. The problem is, like, hopefully you don't, like, regret it in November when it fucking sucks outside. And you're just like, oh, I wish I had somebody to talk to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, why? I'm not gonna leave the. I'm not gonna leave the community. I mean, who's gonna be responsible for you seeing like 300 fucking messages every time you log in? But and maybe I will. Maybe I will take a break. Honestly, I don't even know at this point, really. So, I mean, we will see.
Yeah. I'm glad they set up the rule where you can take a break and just keep your roster for a
I do like that actually. So that's kind of cool.
That's a great rule that should stay.
Yeah. Yeah, because it gives you time to just kind of take a step back and be like, you know what, do I miss this? Yes or no, right? So
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
because I might find that I actually miss playing and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, especially after after this season, which isn't terrible so far,
Yeah.
right? So
Or just take a season off when it's summer, right? Like that's
Exactly, yeah.
Like do what Alberta's doing now. Of like,
I know.
you know, he can't play in the summer. Just join up in like fall or whatever. That's way better. Yeah.
exactly, because this is my time to get all my projects done and all that kind of stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I have a lot going on in the summer, so
Yeah. It makes
well, more so than the winter. Wouldn't say a lot, but
Awesome. Well, thanks for calling, man. This is awesome. It's great to see
No
you.
problem.
We need to make this a regular occurrence on every episode.
yeah.
A little cameo.
No rants today. No.
No,
what about
you
that
know
second
what?
round pick? Didn't you lose the second round pick or something last?
Oh, we're gonna start on that. Eh? Don't worry, I'll remind you of it every time. I will remind you until the day I leave the server of how
really
you
enjoy
how you inadvertently stole my pick. It makes me question now how inadvertent it actually was. I mean, mysteriously out of town when it happens, right? That's like your brother who has no idea what's happening. It's just stars just line you up, keeping you off the hook. We're good.
So good, man. So good.
Right.
I remember watching it change too. I saw it flip from my name to yours. Fuck, the memory's coming back now. Jeez, what have you done?
Have a good sleep, buddy.
Oh, I'm not going to sleep now. It's Saturday night, so me and the wife are gonna hang out. All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Alright,
on.
cheers, man.
You guys rock. Later.
So Nathan, we want to go through. I want to talk to you a couple more. We're going to shut off the stream just for a quick second, just to break up the YouTube thing. It seems like it makes it way easier. I don't know. Somebody told me I was crazy, so maybe I'm insane. But it seemed to me that it's way easier to upload like a 1 hour video from wherever I'm doing it, from Twitch to YouTube, than the longer version. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shut off the stream and then rejoin. But before we do that, I do want to recap. We were talking about the 2010 draft, and I want to recap the trades that included first round picks and just kind of go through them again. So, and because most of them are yours, it kind of works out good. So, like, I'd like to get your thoughts on some of these trades, and I'd like to just talk to you about, what made are these trades wins or losses for these various teams that made them, given what we know now about the 2010 draft. So
Okay,
I've got the list. We've got 6 trades. I missed the puss one. I don't know what that is, so whatever.
Well, he just added in his this year to move up from 2 to 1 to for the Don like Dowdy Stamkos swap.
So Don has Puss's first round pick.
Yeah.
Interesting. And is that
Which actually made the trade more fair. I actually think that could be a playable guy for Don for sure. So with how deep this draft is.
Yeah, no, actually, that's actually a good point. Like, maybe that trade isn't as bad. Maybe
No, I
Don
don't
is
think it is.
playing 3D chess here, and we've been criticizing him.
Yeah, exactly.
If Puss ends up being like, seed 10 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are we talking in the draft central? Like, so how many teams are not making the playoffs?
We have 27 total in the league right now, and so 16. So what's that? 11.
So
11 don't
11.
make playoffs.
So if you don't make the playoffs, you're guaranteed at least a top 11 pick in a draft that we're saying there are 10 really fucking good players.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's pretty good. And this is where Sutton is fucking 3 months ahead of me, because I'm sure he's thought about this. He doesn't need to tank. He just needs to make
Well, it also
playoffs.
changes that like these people dropped out, right? Like it's changed a lot from the bottom 4 teams dropping out. Like they more than likely would have been lottery teams. So yeah, it's changed. It's changed a ton.
Like, I'm looking at the list of guys in this draft. So let's for the sake of this discussion, let's include Maddie's team. So we got Ovi, we got Malkin, we got Brent Burns as like very, very elite players on Maddie's team. That's 3. You got Eric Carlson, Tavares, Subban. That puts you to 6. Jamie Benn maybe isn't like that level of elite. Brad Marchand, but they're pretty damn close. That's 8. You got Victor Hedman. Makes 9.
Duchesne's pretty good, yeah.
Duchesne's pretty good. Maybe a level down, but there's 10. Logan Couture is not that great, but like still pretty good.
Yeah.
So you've got, so I see what you're saying, 10. That's not including Jonathan Quick and Corey Crawford, who isn't that great. Jonathan Quick, though, is really good.
I mean, this 2015 year, I don't know what's going on here, but like everyone is like 90s. This year's going to be unbelievable playing in the season. Like all the rankings are super spiked that year. I don't know if it is like in our active tab too, but yeah, it is.
Wow. Yeah,
like go down the 2015 and it's
James Van Riemsdyk and Tyler Ennis are fucking in the 80s.
Yeah. Everyone's actually pretty stacked that year. Stamkos is 100. Corey Perry's 99. Yeah, this is the year. 2015 is
Taves is
definitely
100.
like
Carey
everyone's
Price.
like bumped up that year.
Sidney Crosby's 95. Chara's 109. No, that's 2014.
Yeah, 14-15 seemed like the years that it's kind of bumped up, but
Tuukka Rask is 99, 2015. Lundqvist is 98. Yeah, this is something's fucked up here. 100 for Patrick Kane, 100 for Luongo, 100 for Malkin, 106 for Ovechkin. Jesus.
But yeah, basically 10 guys that are like kind of studs in this draft. So yeah, it's stacked. Like it's a great draft. Yeah.
All right, cool. So looking at the trades, I'm going to take you through the list. So the first one I have on my list is the one you mentioned earlier. So it's your trade with North Bay. The trade was North Bay sends Jaromir Jagr and Chris Osgood for the Vikings Valhalla 2010 first, Typhoons 2011 first, and Toskala. So forgetting the goalies, Toskala and Osgood, I know that helped you a bit. Just getting to Rene and whatever. So we're just talking really Jagr for Valhalla's 2010 first, the 2011 first of yours, which likely won't be very valuable. So it's really just this Valhalla pick. So that's what I want to talk about. Like, so how you feeling about that trade? Given that Valhalla might miss the playoffs and be a
I mean, if he misses, it's kind of a shit trade. I think actually looking at it now, it's kind of even. Jagr is kind of the like safe choice there, and the Valhalla pick is the upside choice. So I think it's now, however far into the season we are, it looks better for Unholy. But I'd say like at the time it kind of makes sense looking at it now. Still, I don't know. Like it's.
Yep.
I wouldn't do it now if I had the same choice, but like at the time, it kind of makes sense looking at it still.
Yeah, at the time you made the trade, there's a world that the Valhalla pick he ends up in the 10th seed or something, which would put him into 8. Like if you take this out of the, like I'm just going back to my spreadsheet, but like if you take this out of the top 10 kind of discussion, and you start talking, I mean the other guy you got is John Carlson, who's probably worth. He's not even that good, but he's like okay as a D. But if you start talking about James Van Riemsdyk or Ryan O'Reilly or Evander Kane or all of a sudden then Jagr's way better. So
I mean it's close. I think it's like pretty close, but he has the upside of this being like very good.
Yeah.
Like I think he's winning the trade at this point, but I think there's like it makes sense overall. So I'd say a pretty good trade overall.
And he had to trade Jagr. Like there was no that had played itself out. There was no option. So he got a pretty good deal back. Given everything.
And from my standpoint, I didn't really have any long-term guys at all on my team. So I was like, let's get Jagr in. I don't know. I don't love Jagr, to be honest. He's all right. He's pretty solid, but like he's kind of fucking slow. But he's decent. He's decent. So
right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. You also have the Kraft pick in your pocket. Like it worked out good for you, I think. But yeah, I do think it was helpful for Unholy. No, and again,
smart trade for him.
Smart trade. Also, the idea of this season is not that valuable is also good for him.
Right.
Like he's got his own pick, which if he just misses the playoffs is a top 10 pick.
Right.
So this guy could be looking at 2 top 10 picks or 2 top 11 picks in this draft. And if he does that, he's rebooted his roster right away, which would be amazing. Like, I hope that happens because he's a great player and he hasn't done anything like that. You know, he hasn't had the chance to win the shitty Bills. He hasn't had like the top 1 pick that everybody else has had. He's just.
But he had that other trade which worked out really well. He got Giroux for like the Brodeur, so he's made some good moves these past. Like he is kind of like reshaping his roster.
Giroux's a huge pickup. When I was going through his roster, like it's pretty good because Giroux is good.
Yeah. And you got Kessler, who's going to be good these next couple of years. Like he's got a roster now that like he's turned it around. Like his roster was looking like kind of dead, but yeah.
And if one of these, let's say, I mean, probably his worst case is that he's not going to make the playoffs. I mean, he's not an idiot.
Well, I think at this point, I think he could make the playoffs for sure. I think he can go on a run, but I think the odds of both of him and Ultra making the playoffs are like one of them's going to be in the lottery for sure. So he's going to have one of these picks.
Right. And so worst case is he gets one top 10 guy. And let's say it's Brad Marchand, or let's say it's, Victor Hedman. Like all of a sudden his roster starts looking really good.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
If he adds
for sure.
even an 18th pick or 16th
pick. You still get a serviceable guy. Yeah.
He's going to get somebody good. P.A. Parento. He's going to get Michael Grabner. He's going to get whoever else on Maddie's team. I'm not even thinking of Derek Roy or like.
Yeah. There's those guys. Brian Campbell are there. Like Jonathan Bernier is sitting here. Yeah. There's a bunch of guys. Yeah.
One of these goalies is probably going to drop. Like Jonathan Quick is probably going to drop. There's not a lot of guys who need goalies. So like he might come out of this with a roster that's looking really solid. So all in all, I think a good trade for both of you though. I don't think that the Yager trade was bad for you. You'd be you just
looking worse now, but yeah, I think at the time it's okay. I don't mind it.
Yeah. All right, next one is Hamilton and Woodland. Woodland sends their 2010 first and their 2011 second. So forget that. So basically their first round pick in this draft for Thomas Vokoun, Jarrett Stoll, Orange County's second round pick in this draft, and the 2011 first of Hamilton. And I have no clue about 2011 draft. I don't
know either. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's good or bad or anything. Probably if Hamilton's trading his 2011 first, it's probably bad. But
yeah.
But
I mean, with Woodland playing this well, it looks good for him right now. I would say.
Would you do this trade today if you were Hamilton?
No, knowing Woodland's record.
I was thinking about that because
but there's still a chance, you would.
Like, he didn't give up much here.
Gave up Vokoun, he gave up Stoll, and his 2011 first, which is something.
Vokoun is good the current year we're in.
Yeah.
And he's good, and to Woodland's credit, he got Vokoun for this existing season because this trade was like going back a ways. Yeah. And Vokoun's good next year, and he's okay 75 in 2011. Then he's 69, 60, he's done. Sutton knows all this shit. He's not playing the 3-year game. So for Woodland, it's fine, but it's not great. Jarrett Stoll, 78 this year, 79, 75, 71, 78. Like, he's fine. He's playable. Yeah. He's a third winger and a decent third winger for a few years. So, like, what? Sutton didn't give fucking anything up, really.
I mean, I don't know. He's also got his 2011 first, which... with the lottery system, Sutton could miss playoffs.
That gets really interesting. Yeah, that's a great point because
if Woodland makes the playoffs this year, that's a resounding win. That trade.
Yeah, you're right. If Woodland makes the playoffs this year, just flip flopping his 2010 first for Hamilton's 2011 is a win.
Right,
really.
Right.
I mean,
so it's huge. The only downside is if he misses play this. Yeah, it all comes down to basically these. It's going to come down to about 4 spots in the standings, really. If he ends up the 15th seed, or if he ends up the 18th or 19th or something. I think it all comes down to that.
Yeah, and if he.
So I think it's quite an even trade. Yeah.
If he ends up the 18th, this is a goddamn swindle. It's a home run for Sutton. If he ends up
maybe, but the 2011 Sutton's pick is not nothing.
Fair, yeah, that's fair.
And traditionally, it's nothing, but with the lottery system, it isn't. He's got a chance at a top. Who knows how good that draft is? But
if the draft is decent in 2011, and everybody who misses the playoffs is gonna have a good pick, that's it. That you're right. You're right about that. If
But he
those
still
two-
has a shot that he could jump up too. So I think it's like it still has value. I don't mind it. I don't mind the trade at all for
Interesting.
Woodland. I think it's worked out pretty decent for him.
That's interesting, yeah. Because my initial take when looking at it was that it was not a good trade for him at all. Because I don't think he's gonna make the playoffs.
I thought it was horrible when they made the trade. I thought it was really bad for Woodland. But with how the season's played out, I mean,
he has a chance to make the playoffs.
he's got a chance. Yeah, he's in it.
Fair, yeah, and he may stay. He may I kind of hope he does. I think it'd be awesome, and hopefully he does. Because if he doesn't, this all of a sudden looks a lot worse.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's Matt Duchene for Jarrett Stoll and
Okun in the first, it's not that bad, man.
It's not because of the first. You're right. It's not that bad. Yeah.
The first evens it out.
Yeah, totally. I paused there as I said that because you're right. Like Duchene for Okun, Stoll, and the first is not bad.
No.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so congratulations, Woodland. Good win on that one. Taipei and Ultra Magnus. Now this one gets weird. So there's essentially two.
I don't even remember this. I have no idea what this is.
There's two picks that relate to Mike Ribeiro. Right? So first of all, actually, I got to flip this. First of all, you traded Ribeiro for your 2010 first.
2010 first?
You sent your 2010 first to Richfield for
for
Ribeiro.
Ribeiro. Right.
I'm actually looking. I never looked to see if that.
That was my
on
old
here.
trade. Yeah.
Does that exist on this sheets right now? Taipei belongs to Richfield. Yeah, that is reflected. So you traded your 2010 first for Ribeiro. So let's just look at that one in isolation. Would you do that again?
Yeah.
Your 20
like that. I had 1 year of Ribeiro. Yeah.
You had 1 year, and Ribeiro had more years.
He was good.
Than one.
I enjoyed
He was
him.
good.
Yeah.
And your pick is very likely to be 21st, 22nd in that range.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. I'm just looking at this chart, which is like Tyler Ennis, maybe a goal.
I mean, for a minute it was looking quite bad, but yeah, I think now with my season in the books, yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why these picks in the future are really interesting because you just don't know, and you're gambling. And Richfield gambled and probably lost, but didn't need Ribeiro, so it worked out okay for them too.
Yeah.
So then the next trade is you and Ultra. You trade Ribeiro. So after 1 year of Ribeiro, you trade Ribeiro for the Vikings, 2011 first and 2010 second. Okay, so it doesn't even matter for our purposes of this discussion, but you got a first in 2011 as well from Valhalla.
So basically, I got a year of Ribeiro and got the 2011 instead of my 2010.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how the draft is. I have no fucking clue.
Right,
but
you traded. Yeah, you got a free year of Ribeiro plus a better draft pick.
Yeah, and trading him Ribeiro though, I had his pick, so I was like, well, I don't really want to make his team better. Like he is 85 this year, but I also gave away his pick, I guess, so it didn't matter.
I don't know. Either way, in all of that transactions, you came out ahead. I think, no question.
Yeah.
All right, here's a different one. It's actually our friend G-Lock and Caden. Timu Solani goes from Hoth to Saguenay for Saguenay's 09 first and his 2010 first.
He's 09 first. What was that pick last year? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure his 09 first was used on like some shitty fucking forward. It was like 9.
Timu, that's the whole trade? Timu for the 09 and 010?
It's a whole trade. Just 2 picks.
Wow.
I think
so it's all coming down to this year's pick then.
Honestly, man, I think if I remember right at the time, I thought Caden swindled him. And I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, these 2 picks are going to be super valuable. I don't know who it was who he picked. James Neal. There it is on Hall's roster.
Okay.
James Neal. So a good winger. Like, decent.
James Neal, where's this guy?
He's got like 5 or 6
59, 71, 71, yeah.
He's okay. Like he's
not bad,
special.
yeah, not
He's
great.
Not a guy you're gonna like trade for, He's just another. He's like Bobby Ryan that I have. He's like another guy who is totally playable. Isn't gonna have any value really.
A Jarrett Stahl and Andrew Ladd, type of
exactly. All these guys, like, there's a bunch of them. There's a lot of guys like that in the league.
So it all comes down to, is this Saguenay pick going to be in the lottery this year or not, really?
Exactly.
So wow. So G-Lock right now is looking like he won that trade.
I think he really did. Like G-Lock, like he got. That's what I mean. Like I'm surprised in looking back at this stuff because like I really it again shows that in my mind I overvalue draft picks, which is I think very common across like kind of even professional sports. It's the same idea. Like people overvalue future first round picks.
But the promise of it is so like there's still the potential even at this point. Like Caden has the number 1 pick in this draft. Like it's still like there still is that chance, right? Even if there's a 2% chance, it's probably a worthwhile gamble. So
yeah, you're right. That's absolutely fair. Like for Caden, like he has Solani, he's not going anywhere with him. He feels like he's got as much out of him as he can, and his stats aren't like that amazing. Like he has a couple seasons in there where he's not that great. But for the most part, he's got 5 or 6 years left of like really, really good Solani. But you're not gonna be able to trade him with 2 years left. He's not gonna be worth much.
Yeah.
So he makes a gamble, and he takes 2 first-round picks that could have ended up being really fucking good. The first one didn't really pan out. The second one, we'll see. If it does pan out and he gets like Brent Burns, this was an absolute home run.
Right.
But if
that's an interesting one. Yeah. Wow. I thought there was more to that deal, but.
Super interesting trade, right? And again, so like all of these trades so far, there isn't like
they're all pretty good,
good, man. They're all good. Somebody took a gamble, but a pretty reasonable gamble. Okay, here's the last one that I have. I also I couldn't remember how you got Pitt's 2010 first. So
oh yeah, this fucking trade.
Fill that in, but this is the last trade, which is your trade with Krav.
Oh.
So Krav's 2010 first, which you still hold, and Jeremy Roenick, who I think had 1 year left, for Daniel Alfredson and the Pitt 2010 first. And I couldn't remember how you got the Pitt 2010 first. That's why I went to look it up.
That was Korea, right?
I didn't know. I couldn't find it.
I think it's Korea. I think I traded Paul Korea for Pitt's 2010 first or some shit. Like, that was a bad trade, I think. But
that was the one I couldn't find. I was trying to figure out like how you got it, because that's the whole purpose of this exercise was all the picks in 2010. Like in retrospect, then if you trade a Paul Korea for 2010 first, that turned out to be a pretty good deal.
Yeah, weirdly enough, like I don't know. Looking at Pitt right now, he's not gonna finish this way, but
no. But let's say Pitt finishes in 12th or 10th.
Yeah.
You could still be looking at pick 15 in a draft where there's 20 serviceable.
Yeah,
players.
you're right. I mean, Crab's he's got to be happy with that.
And this is what was interesting to me, because I remembered you trading this pick. Or you trading Alfie for the pick. That's all I remembered. I didn't remember that you added in Pitt's 2010.
Right.
And now Pitt's 2010 all of a sudden shifts the balance on this trade quite a bit. Like if he can pull off, let's say it's not out of the realm that Pitt ends up in 7th place or 5th place or something, and this pick is not worth anything. But I mean, shit, if he ends up in 10th, this pick is going to get Krav a serviceable player. Like
if this pick ends up 12, like if he ends up 12th and Crab's 18th or something, it's a 6 spot different and he gets Alfie for it. Like it is a big win for him there. But it's what makes dealing these picks quite enjoyable. You just get to root against root against people the whole year. Like there's so much at stake in all these box scores. It makes it so much more interesting. It's good.
Have you been pissed when you see Krav winning?
Oh yeah, I was devastated that morning. I saw him beat Pitt. Like I didn't even think that was a possibility, but beat him twice. At first, I just saw the laughing emoji under the box score, and I was like, "Oh no!" And then then I saw him beat Lloyd twice as well. I was like, "Fuck off, man!" Like,
yeah, good stuff. All right, we're gonna come back with our roster discussion, but we're gonna shut the stream off just to break it up, and we will be right back.
All right.
I gotta figure out how to do this.